Katie, it is so nice to meet you. You've been all over my For You page for like 3 months now. So obviously we have the same type of humor because that algorithm hooked us up together. And I'm
For You page.
Yes, and I was so excited. I had no idea you were an actress. So when I saw you were starring in this film, I was so excited to sit down and chat with you. Is this what you've always done? Is this your passion, acting?
Yeah, thank you so much for the support and being excited about it. That is so exciting for me to hear you excited about it. But yeah, I've been acting since I was 8, and it's so funny since you bring it up. I just started on TikTok in January, and it was completely unexpected it was gonna happen for me. But I have a character on there. I love it. I just take my personality and like amplify it times 100. And people love the character. You know, I have a lot of fun with it. So it's my main goal. It's obviously like my passion in life. But I do have so much fun on the internet just making little skits. I love it.
This film, Sno Babies, I mean, it's not a lighthearted film, so it's a totally different side of you that we haven't seen before. I mean, what made you want to join in on this project?
Oh my gosh. So actually really funny story about the project is I actually for the supporting role of Hannah, which is the best friend, and read for that, didn't hear anything back for a while. And then Bridget Smith, the director, reached out to me directly and she was like, we were really seeking, you know, a star name for the role, but I just can't get you off of my mind. You know, I really want to read you for the role, and you can pick whatever scenes you want to do. Let me see. And so I picked the 4 hardest scenes in the entire, and I sent them over to her, and kind of the rest is history. It really came down to like really loving the script and knowing that it was a super important message that really needed to get out there, because I think a lot of people, when they think of addiction, they have a very in their mind of what someone with an addiction looks like, but in reality it can be anyone. You know, addiction does not discriminate.
Yeah, that goes with my next question. I mean, normally addiction is shown with low-income communities, and you were from an affluent family. You were a girl going to a Catholic school, going to Princeton one day. I mean, that's not the normal person you think of whenever you think of an addict. So why is it important to show both sides of addiction?
There are so many important reasons that we need to show that addiction does not discriminate. And like I said, overdoses kill more Americans than gun violence and car crashes combined. So, when you look at the statistics, it's killing our youth more than anything. We're losing our youth at a rapid rate due to opioid addiction. So I'm really excited to get it out there and just bring awareness to people.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, this film covers, you know, some really intense subjects like sexual assault, addiction. I mean, just being a teenager and the pressures of society and your parents. Do you have any tips on how you handled like peer pressure or pressure from your parents?
Of course, you know, I was enrolled in public school. I saw a lot of things, and of course there's always peer pressure, but you know, at the end of the day, I just think it's really important to stand strong in who you are and be able to say, you know, that, you know, one bad decision, it can affect your life forever. If you try XYZ drug it takes one time to form an addiction, just like that. You know, it just really does spark all of these conversations, and I really am excited to get it out there to spread awareness on something that really isn't talked about that much.
Yeah, and speaking of how it sits with you, I can't even imagine as an actress leaving set. I mean, it must be emotionally exhausting. Like, do you have a process that you go through to make yourself cry or to get into those scenarios? Like, how do you do that?
You know, I was going through a lot, and I was working, you know, like 12-hour days. I love acting. It's so amazing to be on set for that long, but when you're on set for 12 hours, you know, tackling that subject matter, it really is important that at the end of the day, you can go home to your hotel room and make your hotel room feel like home, and that you have your mom there. I mean, my mom was just such an amazing support for me. She's almost like, it's so amazing. It's almost like she's my assistant. She helps me out. She gets me coffee. She's just really loving. And so how I got through those scenes, and also the director, Bridget Smith, became like my sister almost. And so I had a lot of trust in her.
And what do you want your audience to walk away with?
I think that there's so many important messages within the film. There's a million important things to take away from it. As you said earlier, it tackles multiple very, very hard subjects. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's just about saving lives. And I really hope that is the message that people get. And, you know, I hope that it starts conversations between kids that maybe not have happened before. And I just really hope that it brings awareness to this horrible epidemic that we're living through.
My last 2 questions are for your TikTok fans, because we've got a million people out there following you. That's gotta feel crazy, right?
You know, it's so funny because other people think it sounds crazier than I do. Like, I don't know why I have a bit of a disconnect there. I think it's because everyone that follows me on TikTok, I kind of feel like they're my best friends. It almost like it's like a private story, and I'm just like telling them my, daily life.
I mean, they're all following you, and like you said, it's kind of like a character, an amplified version of yourself. Is there anything that you want them to know about you that they don't see on TikTok every time you post?
Yeah, actually, for sure. Okay, so like you said, that character that I do, so for people that don't know, I have a TikTok and my name is Girl with Green Hair because I wanted to make it a very distinct difference between Katie Kelly and Girl with Green Beanie, because I am not Girl with Green Beanie. She is somewhat part of who I am, but it's definitely like taken to the far extreme. And I think that when people watch my videos, it's really easy for them to think that I'm mad all the time or that I'm like always yelling and screaming. But in reality, I'm like such a positive person. I'm so loving. I have such a big heart. So I think it's just important for people to know that I'm not just like all the time, like I am chill and like happy.
The rants. I mean, they're probably like, this girl's ranting 24/7. But I mean, it's me to myself in the mirror. Like, that's what I do whenever I'm mad. So it's like, it's really
exactly.
Definitely.
Yeah, for sure. Because I'm talking to my friends. I'm like, girl, guess what happened today? Let me tell you.
Yes. Lastly, as somebody who hasn't, ventured into posting TikToks, I'm kind of just a lurker at this point. Are there any tips? Like, how do you do it? How do you get 1 million followers on TikTok?
How you get 1 million followers on TikTok in my case in specific is my character's kind of a play off how absurd someone can be. And I think people love to see like, a young girl who's just absolutely fired up about a topic. I think that really is what brought in all of my followers. And plus, I'm very authentic and honest on there. I don't really hold anything back. And I think people like to see like authenticity.
Absolutely. Is there any trends that you're obsessed with right now?
Yes, there is.
I'm trying to think of which one I'm obsessed with right now, where it's like the radio voice and it's like, you have
to stop real.
Yeah, like there's one that's like, you have to stop saying you drink oat milk because you're lactose intolerant, and then eating a charcuterie board. Cheese is milk. And every time I cracked up because that's me. I'm lactose intolerant until I see cheese.
Charcuterie board, and then I'm like, yeah, I'll have 10. Thank you. Yeah. My favorite trend right now is the dance that's like, what's up, Shay? What's up, Lynn? Yeah.
Yes.
I love that dance. I watch them all day.
Well, maybe we'll see Girl with Green Beanie post that soon. But also,
but we'll see.
Well, I'm so happy I got the chance to talk with you. Hopefully we'll see Katie Kelly all over our screens soon. And how about you tell everyone where they can see Sno Babies?
Absolutely. To learn more about Sno Babies, you can log on to snowbabiesmovie.com. The movie drops September 29th on iTunes and Amazon Prime, and I'm so excited for everyone to see it.